Hi, here we have a late 40s HMV 2807 chassis. There's the cabinet for it there. Cabinet's quite tidy. The tube unfortunately is not good. The heater pin is broken. Did manage to get a connection onto it very kind of roughly, but the tube emission's 0, so the tube in that one is no good. Anyway, this is the chassis for it. The chassis was quite rough. This is actually after a little bit of cleaning. There was a lot of rust on the chassis. You can see the remnants of the rust here, round about there as well. And we initially started to clean it up with this attachment for the drill. It's just brass. It's from a little set from Lidl. Here's the set here. Has all sorts of polishing things in it, and these brushes, etc. There's a steel one there, and it's like a bristle one there as well for fine polishing. Now, it removed most of the surface rust, but there was no way I was going to strip everything off this, especially a TV chassis. And look at that, it's very highly populated, and you'd never get it back the way it was to clean it all up. So that was out of the question. The other thing that was bad on it was this electrolytic, the main smoothing capacitor, which the neutral negative lead had corroded right off it, so that got put in the bin. The top of the line output transformer was really rough. I've got most of it off. I wouldn't say I've got it all off. It's certainly better than it was. Anyway, we also then started to cover it with a rust converter, which is called Built Hamber Hydrate 66, I believe it is. So this turns black now because it's not a bit pitted, but this set's not going anywhere. This is set staying with me. So to be fair, it's just one for myself. It looks a bit better. I've got an awful lot more to do. I need to get a nice finer brush to get into the crevices and so on to get this coated. The speaker was the same. The speaker magnet here was all quite badly corroded, and after it was rubbed down with the bristle, it looked better, and I went over it with that, and it turns it black. So I think it looks better than seeing the rust, to be fair. So this is the start of this job. The other things with it is there was a few valves missing. The frame output valve, which is a KT33C, was missing. So was this. This is now a 6J7. That's a sink separator valve. It's actually the 6J7's got slightly lower heater value than the original, but also the U blah blah blah, I can't remember the number offhand. Boost diode was missing, and looking at the spec for that boost diode, it's just a standard rectifier, HT rectifier. Same pin connections as a PY33. PY33 has a slightly higher heater voltage, another 3 volts, so that compensates for this. So PY33 is going to live in there. Not the right valve, but it should work. Higher rated, so it should be better. The B36 is missing. The B36 was a troublesome double triode. So in this instance, I don't have one. So I've got an octal base. I've got an ECC 82 and a B9A. So that will be rewired into this and arrowdited in. So that will do in the meantime till I find a good, if that's a possibility, B36. So we're gradually going to do this. We're doing this one fairly slowly. Basically the first thing we're doing with it is the clean up job, and then we'll start to recap it, etc. I can test it with another tube. It's not an issue that way. I'll use one of those little radar tubes. This aerial panel was all badly corroded too, so again it's rubbed down and it looks far better than it did. I'm not going to spray it black or anything like that. I'm not going to do anything like that. No, not into that. But it's quite a lot of recapping to do. A lot of things to sort out. I've only got 4 of the original type screening cans. This is not the right original, as we can see. But these will need a bit of screening. I do have some other cans here that I gave them a nice coat of paint yesterday. They will sit on. I can fit them in, and it looks not too bad. If I can get the right ones, that's better. But certainly in the meantime, these will do. Yeah, I'll have those. They'll be able to secure them better than just dropping them in, obviously. But it does actually look quite nice like that. Hold on a minute. There's another one. Yeah. So I've got a few. They're all a bit different types, but these can be fitted. Yeah, that'll actually fit over the. Yeah, these fit over the legs. Okay, so yeah, so we'll do all that. So that's the progress so far. Not a lot, but just basically a tidy up. There's nothing missing from it, fortunately, other than the valves that were missing. Everything else seems to be in place. But we know what these are like. These are very unreliable. So I'm hoping that once we've completed it, it should be reasonable. Excuse me. The mains drop was quite a nicely made affair. Quite substantial. So I wouldn't expect there's any problems with that. And the line-up transformers are supposed to be quite good as well. So there's a couple of pluses with this chassis. So there you go. That's today's work. This will probably take some time over the next week or two. And we'll see if we eventually get a result. Okay, thanks guys. Take care. Bye-bye.